Alright, so this is episode 12, Penguin Park. I believe this is the final episode of part 1. I still don't know when part 2 is coming out, but anyways, a little bit of a recap. Anya got her first Stella Star. She's the first in her class to get the Stella Star, and that was from saving a kid drowning, since she was able to read the kid's mind as he was drowning. And after that, Anya's ego inflated just a little bit before it is popped by the kids in her classroom talking smack about her. But then we also started having the talk of a reward for Anya, and that reward eventually turned into a dog, so perhaps we might see the dog in this episode. I was thinking, like, you know, it would be a nice closing to part 1 to introduce the dog, and then knowing that we have a part 2 coming out, you know, the rest of those episodes can have the doggo, or, you know, the doggo will appear in the next part. Either one doesn't really matter to me. So, and I also don't remember when the dog comes in the manga, so anyways. I do have my full-length reaction up on Patreon, which you guys can check out in the description down below. Other than that, let us get started. Okay. It's not a bad ending. It's kind of like, if you know that there's a second part that's gotta come out, you know, it's not bad. But if you only realize that, if you didn't know that there was a part 2 and it ended like this, it's just kind of like, okay, nothing really wrapped up. But I was gonna say, you know, the F word, filler. Okay, let me just bring you guys back to the center since I'm already talking. Alright, so that was episode 12 of Spy X Family. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. But yeah, I was going to say the F word, and that is filler. It really did feel like that. And so, with knowing that part 2 is coming, that's how I get that's the vibe I get from this episode. It's just kind of like an in-between. So for you to like, alright, here's the final episode of part 1, we're gonna get part 2, we're ready, and then we'll get to see Doggo in part 2. Yeah, other than that, I don't really have too much to say. All the things that we've really learned throughout the series, they've just brought it back into episode 12, kind of like with Lloyd saying, I really need to go on a long vacation after this, but then he sees Anya and he remembers, no, I don't want to, I can't go and rest. I can't go on a vacation because I need to continue working to make a world where children don't cry, you know, there's no war and all that. So yeah, the things that we've learned in the series, it gets incorporated into episode 12 on all, like, you know, looking like a normal happy family and all that. So yeah, it's a nice little recap episode, or, you know, if you want to say the F word, filler. But I don't really have too much to say, and I'm expecting part 2 whenever that comes out. I still haven't seen the date for it yet, but thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys when I see you guys.